Well, NASA got busted by a hacker, and you guys are not going to believe what he found inside their computer systems. In fact, this is an absolutely intriguing revelation, especially in light of the fact that Donald Trump has come out on his Truth Social page and said, hey, we want our United States government to be transparent about UFOs, and he is now calling for the release of all that information. As a quick reminder, before I show you what was dropped by NASA, because I went over this already, but Trump directs the United States government to prepare release of files on aliens and UFOs. Here's what he said on February the 19th. Based on tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and ET or extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomenon, UAPs, and unidentified flying objects, and any and all other information connected to those highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America. So as you can see, I believe Donald Trump is obviously ready to drop some pretty big information with all of that. But here's the deal. What's interesting is a hacker hacked the servers at NASA. And this actually took place a while ago, but I think in light of the announcement, it needs to be brought back up because I hadn't even heard of this guy and what he has done. But before I show you that, I got to give a shout out to this is my other channel here. I want to encourage you guys to subscribe to it. Go to Lisa Report on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. As you can see, I list other videos on there as well that are exclusive to that. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel here, hit that sub button, and share this video with everyone you know, because YouTube doesn't send it out, especially when it's on topics that they don't like you to talk about. But with that, going back to this NASA hacker, let's dive in to what he found at NASA and take a look at this. This is on the dailymail.com. It was just published March 2nd, so just about a little over a week ago. But it says, I hacked NASA's systems and finally found the truth about UFOs. The cover-up is astonishing. It goes on to state this: a British computer hacker has stepped out from the shadows to retell his discovery of an alleged UFO photo while accessing NASA's systems. Gary McKinnon was accused of perpetrating the biggest military computer hack of all time after breaching 97 government sites in 2002. Though he has long insisted he was not searching for aliens, McKinnon said he was looking for evidence of suppressed energy or propulsion technology when he allegedly infiltrated NASA's Johnson Space Center. Now, this is the allegation, right? So this is allegation that he got into NASA, but he seems to have gotten into some trouble over it. But either way, he wasn't actually looking for alien evidence. He wanted to see if there was some kind of propulsion technology, right? But it goes on to state what he found. This is when he claimed he found a high-resolution image of a cigar-shaped craft hovering over the earth. And here's what he says. He says, then there's like slowly a hemisphere that started appearing on the screen, right? And I'm thinking that's a planet. What the hell? And then suddenly there's this big, straight kind of silver line cigar-shaped object, McKinnon said while speaking on the American Alchemy podcast with Jesse Michaels. He also claims to have discovered a spreadsheet labeled non-terrestrial officers, suggesting the individuals listed were not based on Earth. Moments later, he said someone appeared to take control of the screen. They right-clicked, disconnected, and boom, that was it. I was cut off, McKinnon recalled. Following the hack, McKinnon faced a decade-long extradition battle with the United States where he was threatened with up to 70 years in prison, but the British government ultimately blocked it. There is still a live arrest warrant out on McKinnon right now, right? Placing him on the Interpol red list so he cannot enter the United States. So he is literally still, I guess, on the crap list of the United States of America. But he was asked if whether or not he believed that was alien technology, but basically he stopped short of claiming proof of aliens, suggesting it could just be some kind of secret human technology. And here's an image, by the way, that they shared on the Daily Mail. It's not necessarily the one that he saw, but there's an image of some kind of cigar shape that may have been floating around, needless to say. But here's the deal that I find very interesting is McKinnon said that the other thing that he claims to have discovered is the fact that there was a spreadsheet that was labeled non-terrestrial officers. In other words, suggesting that individuals listed are not based on Earth. What the hell is that? Right? I mean, are there humans on another planet? Aliens on another planet? I don't know. But I really do hope that Donald Trump drops this information at some point in time in the near future, because he's saying, hey, we need all the information we can get on UFOs. I want to be transparent, and we got to get that out there. And as you know, I believe in UFOs. I take more of a Christian standpoint on that. But here's the other interesting part is, as you know, Hillary Clinton went in for her deposition to talk about the files, right? But during that deposition that just took place, she actually came out and said, hey, they're asking me about UFOs. Weird, right? Take a look at this. And this is from a leaked photo to questions on UFOs, key points from Hillary Clinton's testimony, right? And this was written back on February 26, so a little over a couple weeks ago. But here's what she says. She says, I started being asked about UFOs, right? Clinton told reporters that it got quite unusual because she started being asked about UFOs. Now, we don't really get to know the answer she gave, right? But we do know they actually inquired her about UFOs at this deposition with Congress. Interesting, especially in light of the fact that we know Obama came out and said, yeah, UFOs are real. Then backtracked literally the next day and said, well, the chances of UFOs not being real are slim because there's an infinite universe. And I'm summarizing completely what he said. But either way, I guess ultimately the deciding factor is up to you. What do you think? Are we actually going to get any information on UFOs from the Trump administration? What do you think is going to come out? Well, I love you all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.